Check.
T3 Media.
Hey guys, welcome back to Talking Through the Media, your home for entertainment news and reviews by fan sport fans. You might notice right off the bat that there's something a little bit different going on right now. I said last week that there was some changes going on and we were going to be doing a different styles, a different format going on with the show. So for Talking Through the Media, the podcast is going to be all about the entertainment news, the trending stuff, the things that you see on TikTok, the Reddit stories and things like that. I said that on Thursdays, mostly we would be bringing back talking through the movies. So right now we're doing our Talking Through the Media's show, and that will be heavily on maybe Wednesdays, maybe Fridays, depending on how the situation turns out. So things are still changing. We're still updating certain things for like the headlines and certain topics and whatnot. Then we'll do like a commercial break, and we'll come sit back here like this relaxed like podcast like format. So that's what we're doing. That's why we're back here. That's why you can see my knees. Pretty much. But today we're only gonna do like just one topic here. I've been so super busy with work and things like that. I didn't have time to get things going. I mean, we're even starting the show a little bit earlier than we normally do. I want to get content out there. I wanted to get things out of the way, and I didn't want to not do anything. So joining me after that exposition is my wife, Joy Fagan. So, hey, babe. So, yeah. I mean, you don't have to pay attention to them. You can just look at me. This is Studio B. This is we can just be like just me and you. It's just me and you right now. So before we get started, anything else you wanted to share with since you like to share with me all your TikToks and things like that? Anything happened that you want to bring up before we start, or you just want to get right into it so we can have dinner and fornicate a little bit later? Oh no. Okay. So all right, we're gonna get right into it. We're going to do a Reddit story. So guys, like the channel, like the video, like our subscribe to our stuff if you want to see more of us discussing and reacting to all of these things that are happening all over social media. We're going to react to, I did have like a lineup of things I wanted to react to. The guy who was targeted on TikTok for quote unquote stalking some girl at Target, and it turns out that it was just a big old misunderstanding, or maybe she was just doing it for clout. But things like that. We got an election coming up. We wanted to talk about that. A lot of Puerto Ricans are activated. So, but you know what? I was like, I don't have time. I just did not have the time to set all that stuff up. So I just was like, you know what? This Reddit story came up. I'll just narrow it down to that, and we'll just talk about that real quick. So me and you, we've been married for a while, and with these Reddit stories, am I the assholes in these relationship stories? I feel like we're qualified to, force our opinions on people, and let all these sinners from Reddit, wash themselves in the blood of Jesus. No, but. No, we have a Reddit story, and we're just gonna give our reaction to it. So let's just talk about that. A little Reddit quickie. What do you think, babe? All right. So don't forget your mic. Make sure that you're enunciating. I'll be watching everything and making sure that we're not, not being hurt.
To get me a better.
No, you relax. Just relax and read the Reddit story. All right. What do we got?
I, 38, and my wife, 33, have always had...
Wait. Well, we got to start off with the title. You always start off with the title.
Am I the asshole for wanting a divorce after my wife refuses to allow me to read texts from my new friend?
There we go. I'm already going to say...
From her new friend.
Yeah. Actually. Already not the asshole. But let's read the story and find out.
I, 38, and my wife, 33, have always had an open phone policy We share the same passcode, and never once has there ever been any hesitation about exchanging phones, using each other's, watching while we text, etc. It's nothing we go out of the way to do, but if we're cuddling, I'm not going to hide my screen while I text and vice versa. Yesterday, I accidentally left my phone in the car with her when she dropped me off at work, and I asked her to check my messages throughout the day and notify me if anything popped up that I needed to respond to. A few months ago, my wife started a new position within her company. She works remotely, but is on a leadership team with 3 others that she works very intimately with. She travels with them as well. Her first time meeting James in person was on a business trip about a month ago. A series of terrible misfortunes led to them working together into the wee hours of the morning and then sharing his room. The hotel had overbooked for their final hours of sleep. She slept on the couch.
Okay, wait. Let's the fact that you already know that I have a history with the name James, so right there off the bat, James sounds like an ass. So I'm already on the husband side right there. So yeah, she's cheating. But go ahead.
Since then, I've noticed her body language when texting him. If she sees me noticing, she'll quickly close her screen and put her phone away. This was making me uncomfortable, but I thought maybe I was being unreasonable. About a week ago, I kind of jokingly asked if she had a crush on him. Her response was denial, but the way she responded made me further suspicious. Then a week ago, she tells me he broke up with his girlfriend because he sees how much we love each other and he wants that kind of love. Mm-hmm. So 2 nights ago, I did something I've never done before in my life, and I read their messages while she slept. They go back to the day they met in person. A few things made me uncomfortable. Number 1, when my wife asked what they should do when they visit, the other team members are coming to our city in a week. James responded with something cheeky and said, "Oh, right, you mean professionally, not personally. Better keep it professional." Number 2, James has a niche hobby in a gym, and my wife lied about some of her other friends also being involved in something similar. They discussed going to the gym together and that he could take care of her. She responded by saying, "If I did your workout routine, I'd die." Number 3, we went to visit family this last weekend, and she sent James photos of our kids. They are amazing and cute, and they look so precious, but she hasn't even sent me. Number 4, she invited him to participate in a race that would take place in a different state than either ours or his. He accepted the invite. Then she asked me how I felt about her doing this race again this year, and that a few people from her company would be participating and she'd like to go. She conveniently left out that James would be there. Yesterday morning, I tell her I'm uncomfortable with their friendship. When I asked if she'd had a crush, she did tell me that she immediately felt chemistry with him, chemistry with him, and she loved the feeling of excitement she gets with their interactions. But she also became defensive and upset that I didn't trust her. Last night I told her I didn't trust him, that even if she's not interested, I think for a number of reasons he's flirting. I told her I want to get over my unease and asked if I could read her messages. That's something since day one she's always told me I was allowed to do. Mm-hmm. I've never asked to do it before. She was livid. She said she's disgusted by how quickly I've become so controlling over her and how I've taken my discomfort from 0 to 60 over him. She says it's not about her relationship with him at all, but about how controlling I am around all her friendships. And I admit, I have been hurt by how frequently she'll go out with friends where I'm not invited, or she'll go to a party and not invite me. We've had disagreements about this before, because she's welcome when and where I am 100%. After a big blow-up, I went and took a shower. When I got out, I asked to see the messages. She, very pissed, gave me her phone and declared, "Here, happy now? Here's everything from the beginning," and she scrolled all the way to the top. I immediately went to the recently deleted messages and saw she had deleted 60 messages between them while I was in the shower. I said to her, "Why did you delete these messages between you?" She asked, "How did I know she did?"
Very good. Very good.
I told her I went to this section and showed her. She grabbed the phone and refused to let me see it again the rest of the evening.
So that was his mistake. He should have read them first, screenshotted them, sent it to himself, then said, "What the
We fought more, and then she told me I wouldn't be allowed to look at all now. She regretted deleting them and she sees it's escalating the situation, but that she thought some messages from yesterday would upset me. Okay, then why would you even have them then? They had exchanged songs, and he had mentioned that one of them was sexy. We went to bed, and again, I went through her phone. Sure enough, the deleted messages were exactly what she said. Well, kind of. The messages about the song exchanges was only 16, but she deleted 60. I don't know which others she felt she needed to keep from me. This morning, I asked her to see it. I asked her again what she deleted, and she doubled down that it was only the song messages. She tells me she'll cut off her friendship with James entirely before she'll ever show me the messages. She tells me any friendship she could have with him is totally tainted now. Way to gaslight. Now by my controlling behavior. I tell her I can't trust her, and then that any reasonable human would be suspicious of their partner if they behave the way she has around this. She told me my feelings are a me problem, and she's not in control of how I feel. I told her all I need is to see them because I want to talk about some of what I know with her, to feel at ease. She told me if I felt so strongly about it, I had a choice to make. Am I the asshole for wanting to divorce over this whole thing? I don't believe she physically cheated, but I do feel like she's well on her way to at least emotionally cheating if this doesn't already qualify.
100%, it's already crossed the line of an emotional affair. Like you said in the middle of what you were saying, what you were reading. Way to gaslight. She instantly.
It's like, oh well, you've ruined my friendship anyways.
Yeah. You know what?
Thanks for making me trying to make me feel bad, like I did something.
Maybe I shouldn't have friends at all now. Yeah, like instantly trying to change the subject to like a controlling. Yeah, you're controlling now. You're this and that. So it's instantly, like, even in real time. Like that's why we were saying, like, your first mistake was revealing that you went straight. It was very smart to go straight to the deleted messages. Very, very smart, but very, very dumb to it broadcast that's what you were doing. You should have just read them all, or secretly just send them to yourself first. That way she couldn't, or maybe undelete them. I don't know. And you. My question is, how was she? She must have been so scared and amped up with adrenaline to be able to pry that phone back away from him and like that. That's why I know that there was something
I
bad.
don't think he's an asshole. I think jumping immediately to divorce is, that's extreme.
So I could have a bunch of inappropriate messages with friends.
No, I think there's a comment in here that I feel is like an ultimatum. I would be very much like, look, this is where I'm at right now. I'm very much at a point where I'm totally ready to end all of this.
Yeah.
Over this. Are you willing? Can we do?
I mean, speaking from his point of view.
Yeah, like I would be like, we need to do some therapy. We have things we need to do if you want to fix this.
Mm-hmm.
Are you willing? Because obviously those answers would, if she's like, yeah, I don't want this, let's do this. But if he already feels like she's going to be like, no, I'm not doing any of this.
Well, she immediately goes to scorched earth. Immediately. It was like it's funny how she put you're going from 0 to 60 line on him when that's exactly what she did when she realized, oh crap, she found the I knew.
I mean, part of me thinks we're missing other like, y'all must have other problems going on for her to have been so like, now I have this whole other friend, and for him to be ready to be like, well, fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah.
Y'all have other stuff going on that y'all have all both mentally checked out. Like, I'm ready. Anything is ready to end this.
Part 2 would be like, I forgot to mention the orgies that she kept suggesting. But
I mean, he points out that he's been bothered. That's why I say this has to be like where I'm at the top. There's been this pile on of things. And this is it.
Yeah.
We're done. We just aren't hearing what those things are, because I mean, he did point out she does a lot of stuff with friends and he's never invited. And he's told her it bothers him. And
So she's already built a situation where she likes to
I mean, he wasn't saying
separate him.
necessarily that it was men. He was just saying she does a lot of things with people.
Which,
I'm never
and obviously
invited
he's
to
expressed that he wants to do, it bothers him. So she's already established my friends are my friends, and, that's just the way it is, kind of this, just deal with it kind of a thing. So, and he's already expressed that it bothers him. So, but now that, which what I was saying earlier, which for me,
For me,
heavily indicates that she is doing something wrong, whether even if maybe not physical, but definitely mental, or maybe she's done something bad, wrong in the past, because look how fast she went to immediate scorched earth gaslighting. Like the whole, maybe I just shouldn't have friends at all. I guess since you're so damn sensitive and just can't trust me, I guess I'm just gonna have to get rid of all my friends. Yeah, he's already established that you're the type of person that'll try to pull the whole, let me wait till you get into the shower so I can delete my messages real quick and then pretend like I'm being transparent, move.
I saw other comments in here too. And this is something that it makes sense. Let's
get into the comments. What do they say here?
See it myself because I've never worked for a company that that you had to do any traveling, so I wouldn't know how that works.
Well, this one is like 7 hours old, so there's probably no update, right? There's no update, let's get into the comments. What do we got? Where we from? Who is from first?
Engineering OK 1885 says, "What company has male and female employees share a hotel room?" That's sketchy as hell.
That's an HR nightmare right there.
Also, her unwillingness to share the text chain seems to indicate she is more stressed at being caught than saving the marriage. You need to give her an ultimatum. And some under that thread of comment,
who replied to that?
Still Construction 37 said, my company doesn't let us share rooms with anybody, period.
That's not a thing. That's not a thing. That was the first 5 red flags.
Timon League says, not a reputable one. HR would never allow that.
Yeah.
NREO Dark Knight 21 goes, I agree. Plus the fact that she now doesn't want you to see her phone so readily when you guys had an open phone policy in the past.
That's the part I forgot to bring up.
There's more than to this than just friendship.
Yeah. That was the part I forgot to bring up before. That's the one that I checked in my head in the middle of you reading it. We've always had an open phone policy, but she got comfortable in the fact that he never wanted to use it. Now that he wants to use it, she wants to take it away because she knows for a fact she's doing something that she's not supposed to be doing.
I say this. This is just funny. Times Perfume says, exactly. She's been cheating on you the entire time, OP. She did not sleep on a couch. J Palm 4545 goes, she slept on a couch if you call his dick a couch.
Yeah. I was literally thinking about that joke. I was literally thinking, that's what they're calling his dick.
Sooner PGH says couch, crotch. What's the difference?
There you go. Just move the R.
Or at least he used it as a pillow.
Yeah. Yeah. I slipped. HR doesn't have a problem with it. Why do you? But
BUDD 3RS Worth says, exactly. James and his girlfriend broke up after the OP's wife shared a room with him. Mm-hmm. OP needs to critically think about why James and his girlfriend broke up.
Yeah. I mean, the timing of it, the whole, the idea that this, they always say that you can tell that something sketchy is going on when your spouse is constantly talking about that cool new coworker, even if it's something bad. Oh my God, I can't. My coworker is always getting on my nerves. It's the same person. You keep bringing up the same person over and over again. I can't tell you how many Reddit stories I've read, or just Facebooks or whatever it was, where the spouse got caught cheating because they were constantly bringing up the same person that they claimed they couldn't stand, or they just overly kept praising. And that was out of the norm. So it's like you tell on you. So that right there. I mean, the whole thing from the beginning just was sketchy. HR forced us to. It's not my fault that
once someone pointed that out, I was like, yeah, absolutely, because simply the simple fact that even
if they were both single, that wouldn't be something that they would.
There are so many
fraternizing.
Well, there are so many things nowadays that she could say, "Oh, he harassed me," or him just say, "She totally."
Any accusations? Yeah, you're setting yourself up.
Something going on.
You're creating an intimate environment. Yeah, it's stupid. HR would never allow that. HR HR provided the condoms. I mean, what do you? But I mean, what do you think? Is there any? I mean, this story is only like a few hours old, so this is fresh. We're gonna have to keep an eye on this one to see what the results are. But overall, what are you saying? Who is he? Not is he the asshole? Or is he not the? Before we judge that,
I don't think he's an asshole at all for any of the suspicions or the things.
You think it's justified, right?
Yeah.
Why? I mean,
only he knows whether, like I said, this has been building even prior to that, and that's why he's just like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Plus, you know yourself too. Some people are very willing to know your own self to say, I'm willing to work on this. Or if you're the type of person that's like, hell no, I don't want to work. If you've done me wrong, we're done. We're period. Screw it. I don't want to fix it.
Put yourself in this situation. This exact scenario happens in our marriage right now. What would you say to me?
I mean, like that you.
If I was like, here's the phone, and then all of a sudden you go straight to the deletes. What the fuck is this, Chris? And then I'm like, what? No. Like, what would you?
I mean,
what would your reaction be?
If this is really out of the ordinary, like everything else up to this point had been great, nothing's going on, then I would more than likely have done an ultimatum and said, look.
But people always say that when you reach the point where you're giving ultimatums, I guess it's different for married couples, right? Maybe not. But when you're giving ultimatums, it's already pretty much.
I mean, I don't know that I would want to be like, we have serious issues, and this has to be fixed. And if you don't want to fix this, then we're out. Yeah. But if you can recognize that we have stuff that's got to be worked on immediately, then we need to go do that. I don't know. She seems gaslighty, so she's probably not going to want to work. Be like, I don't have a problem.
Oh yeah, no. Her lantern has a lot of fuel in it. Yeah, she's the fucking Green Lantern of gaslighting. But I'm thinking him not the ass, for the simple fact that it was right there in the statement. We've always had an open phone policy. I have her password, she has mine, we share the same password, blah 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 thing. And now all of a sudden, only because of the fact that she got complacent, that he's never ever brought it up, she's never ever brought it up, but now all of a sudden it's a problem. Well, you never said anything like, hey, it's been 3 years since you've ever asked to check my phone. That means you can never. That means that open phone policy is dead. No, that's not how that works. Like I've never had a reason to, and on top of that, I was never in that mindset. Now your actions have put me in that mindset. So give me the damn phone. Give me the goddamn phone.
Like newbie 053 says, not the asshole. Deleting the messages shows a guilty conscience.
Boom.
If her feelings were just to a friend, she wouldn't even have deleted them. Should have been like, yeah, we talk all the time. Here, check. Look, I mean, this was funny. This was funny.
Yeah.
Like, this was this. What about it?
I'd have more respect for her if she was just cold blooded. Be like, oh yeah, I've seen him naked. What? And what? We're just coworkers. HR doesn't have a problem with it. Like that would be even better. But
says there's definitely a spark between them. She said it.
Don't make it sound enchanting.
Well, she said.
She said it. Yeah.
Friend chemistry, really.
Yeah. Okay. After I seen his chiseled abs.
And she has definitely attracted him, even if no physical cheating has happened yet. You may be morally wrong for checking her phone.
The fact that he's already going to, in his comments, are saying stuff like, oh, I know this is bad. Like, I forgot how he said it. I know this is bad, or I know we could get it. Like kind of acknowledging that I know that I'm crossing a line. Kind of. He's already saying these things. He's what do they call it? Priming the pump. He's testing the boundaries right there, and you're not stopping it. You're not putting it, more boundaries up or putting it into it. So you basically giving him the green light that it's all good. Come on. water's warm or water's fine.
Don't let her bully you into thinking that you're the insecure one or just overreacting. The messages and her reaction to everything makes things doubtful and suspicious, and her reaction has not helped increase any trust towards her. But if anything happens now, it's going to be even more difficult to catch because they're going to be more careful.
Oh, yeah, they're using WhatsApp.
How do you know about the hotel story and that to even be the truth of what actually transpired? If that was a point of change in your wife's behavior, then maybe something happened. And I'm like, well, and we already know it's very hard when you have that doubt
mm-hmm.
to let that go from your mind. And the simple fact that she already has things on her calendar coming up with him in the future that will be very hard for him to be okay with.
But what does that matter? Remember what she said? I'll just end the friendship now. We'll just stop talking forever.
If before I ever show you the messages I deleted.
Yeah.
That's what she said. So I mean, it's one of those things like he's going to be in town with the other company and they already have plans together, all of them, to do things. And you're not going to be able to be okay with it.
Yeah.
Like you're going to be bothered the whole time.
Can he go? Can he go
what
with
is going on?
How come all the other spouses can go? Why can't I go?
I'm going to go to this race with him that she says the company is going to, but yet it's just him.
This is the same company that allows coworkers to share a queen size bed with chocolates and rose petals on it and free condoms. That's what company is this? Are they accepting any new applications? I mean, come on. How far would this have to go before you just, I mean, I guess you're right. I guess the ultimatum would have to, come out after a while because that's ridiculous. The fact that she went from zero to the level of gaslighting and the way she tried to flip it and instantly play the gaslighting / victimhood it was quite impressive. I got to give her that. That was kind of neat how she did that. Like maybe I should just delete all my friends and since I've never given you any indication of it. I mean, the way she did that word salad of gaslighting victimhood was pretty impressive. I got to give her that. But overall, asshole. Yeah.
It sounds like y'all already have I don't know what kind of relationship, just with the whole that she does a lot of things with her friends and you're not invited.
Yeah.
It's really.
I
mean most people. Yeah, you're invited to everything I do. You don't come a lot of times because if it's going to be 10 ladies, you don't really want to sit there and listen to all of us.
Yeah, no,
but
I
you're
definitely
still
don't.
told like, are you coming? Are you going to go? And you're
there's going to be more. There's going to be other bored husbands there. Yeah,
really.
then But that could also be your brilliant plan. You could be like downplaying how crunk it is, and just so you can. For all I know, you're going to some strip club.
I mean, I have drug you along to a few, and it is just you sitting there and.
What was that on SNL when Ariana Grande was singing
Domingo?
For all I know, you're out there with Domingo and stuff, but just playing it down. It's just going to be a couple of girls and Domingo.
I mean, we're just friends, but we totally hooked up.
Yeah, they totally hooked. That's her coworker. Domingo is her coworker. That's what happened. She's totally. I mean, it's just I bet he's totally bi. And then what was by the next verse? Okay, maybe he's not bi. I was exactly. It just kept getting worse and worse. I'm like, okay, HR put us in the same room, and he got out of the shower and his towel accidentally opened. I only saw that it was over 8 inches but I covered my eyes immediately after verifying. So it just kept getting worse and worse. I don't know, but yeah, not the asshole. I mean, the fact that she, like I said, she gave him the phone in the second and didn't think of the fact that he was going to go straight to the deleted messages that was it. That was the sign that she's definitely doing something wrong. Like I would have said, this is what I would have said to you. Give me the phone back right now, or it's over, because that I already saw what I saw. So you ain't gonna gaslight me. I would have just, whether I read it completely or not, I would have said, I saw that. I saw 100% what he said to you and what you responded to. And the fact that you gave me the phone, didn't think that I was going to go for those deleted messages. That right there.
So he it's not really an update, but he did respond.
He's responding to some of them. Who did he respond to? What was the comment? What was the comment?
Historian 207 said she deleted messages and they shared a hotel room while traveling for business. Yeah, companies definitely do not allow or force colleagues to share hotel rooms. What the fuck? How much more evidence do you need?
I'm gonna need to see a penis in the mouth.
So he replied, the OP, and said, well, the company doesn't really have anything to do with it. She has her own personal company credit card. She books her own flights and rooms and coordinates with whoever else is traveling with her. Her direct boss is the highest position in her company, and it's an international company. She's high in leadership. When they arrived to check in late, around 11 p.m., she was told they had overbooked by 3 rooms. For the conference that she's running, ironically, they told her they could move her to a different hotel, but she'd have to pay the difference. It also meant more driving, and she still had hours of work to do before a wake-up call at 5 a.m. James had a suite with a couch. I was on the phone, and I heard the entire conversation between her and the concierge at the desk. She checked in by FaceTime multiple times until she went to bed around 3 a.m.
Call me on the phone and tell me that you're about to have be in a hotel room with another manager from work and see what I say. I don't care what the situation is. I'm like, concierge, spell it. I don't care. Get another damn room. No, he needs to get another damn room. I don't care. But I don't care. I would have said that. That would have been a straight. But the problem is, she was already out the house. She was already out. There was no way of knowing. And logically, I mean, you'd be like, they would have been like, that's ridiculous. And like, no. I know your husband's upset. I know your husband fears the worst, but I'm not going to do anything. You're not going to do anything. Just take the bed. I'll take the couch. That's what a gentleman would say. But with the fact that she's been so secretive and misleading and gaslighting, it blows it all out of the water.
Training Tough 991. If James is such a great guy and she had to work to do, why didn't he give her his room and go to the other hotel?
Mm-hmm.
If not, she should have done so. The hotel cost is a company expense, and the price difference shouldn't matter.
Right.
I mean, y'all are such a big, huge company.
They kept arguing over everything that they could to be in the same room together instead of arguing to find a way to be in separate rooms together to respect her relationship and all that. I mean, they kept finding every justification to get together.
You know, again, I don't work in this kind of field, but Lonely World 981 said they told her they could move her to a different hotel, but she'd have to pay the difference. Industry standard is to walk the guest to another hotel. The overbooked hotel covers the other hotel, comps the stay, offers some voucher for transit and meals, along with future discounts. If your wife was involved with a corporate event at this hotel, this is expected. If your wife was involved with booking the event, they'll bump someone else and ensure she's there. Like, they're like, your wife's having an affair.
What if he, even though he's not an employee, what if he went to her job and made a complaint to the HR department? So I know he's not an employee, but just the fact that he's people, Karens and stuff, call into companies all the time to bring awareness of sketchy things all the time. He could just easily just go up there and be like, why did you put my wife in this HR nightmare situation? And it would be valid, whether or not he's an employee or not. So that right there would blow up in these two people's face. So I don't know. I mean, I guess it's the extremes that you want to go to.
I mean, yeah. I mean, others are like, I work in hotels. She's absolutely full of shit.
There's plenty of rooms.
My family owns a chain of travel agencies. I handle all our major corporate accounts. I make all the travel arrangements.
I was there that night.
The hotel situation is really weird and super sketchy.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not valid. Yeah, totally not the asshole for what he was thinking.
I mean, someone who's trying to make this sound legit, I'm going to get on the phone so he believes me, but previous to this, make sure to tell the hotel desk person we're together.
Yeah.
So we're fine.
Oh yeah, she definitely said we were a couple.
But I need to get on the phone for a minute.
Yeah.
Or I mean, she doesn't even have to tell them that. Just telling the person, like, I mean, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get on the phone. Oh, I heard them. They had the whole conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you keep believing that, sir.
You gotta you real quick with these excuses and stuff. I'm gonna have to check your messages later on after. When's the next girls trip that you got planned? Because you ain't
had one.
You're not going. But overall, we said, me and you, we just, I guess we both agree not the asshole. She's definitely the asshole for how she's been gaslighting him. I'm not gonna say that she did do anything, but she definitely did something. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying it's kind of how I feel about it. I don't know. I guess we'll keep an eye on this one. Let me know what you guys think about it. Like I said, this is our test run for what we're going to be doing for the T3 Media's Talking to the Media's podcast part of it. Like I said, we're going to be still doing the traditional, at the desk, the one like the anchor news, headlines stuff. But then for like Reddit reads, things like that, true story stuff, we'll bring it, back here to this side of the studio, and we're just sitting here, just have a conversation. Let us know what you guys think. If how does this atmosphere, does it work for you? Let me go widescreen on this for YouTube. You can, how does this feel for you? Does this work? Does this make sense? Does this feel like a different type of show? Or does it? And you're like, no, bring your ass back to the desk. I want that. I don't know. I kind of like this, but we'll see. We'll see how you guys. I don't know. You probably want a different chair, but
yeah, I want a different.
You want your other chair, the white chair from downstairs? You want that one? Would that be better?
This one is too far back.
All right.
I'm laying down.
No. Okay. I mean, this isn't Call Me Daddy. I got a fucking budget, but we'll figure it out. All right, guys. Like I said, we were just doing a quick little how you doing podcast kind of a thing. We're just to check in with you guys. Check with us tomorrow for talking through the movies. Hopefully, if work isn't too crazy, I'll be talking about the news that's coming up in the movie and Hollywood space. There's definitely something I definitely want to talk about. So maybe the main topic is going to be how the Wayans brothers, Marlon Wayans, announced on his social media that they are back for Scary Movie franchise. So we will be seeing the Wayans brothers back in the next Scary Movie. I heard that it's a reboot, so the next Scary Movie. So I'm excited about that. But that on other reviews, I just saw Venom, The Last Dance. Me and you just finished the latest season of Murders in the Building, and we're currently still watching Agatha. We're about to go watch that right now, so we'll have some things to talk about for talking through the movies. So, but for this podcast, for Talking Through the Media's Eyes, thank you guys for joining us. We did have a, before we go, let me show some love. I think we had a comment. I don't want to be that guy who doesn't. It says we have a comment. Is that? Do you see a comment on YouTube?
I'm not on YouTube. Reading.
Well, let me see what we got here. Let's see. No. That was something else. You guys didn't want to talk with us. That was a bot kind of a thing, but no, it's all good. But yeah, like under normal circumstances, yeah, you guys can still chime in. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section. Was he the asshole? Was he not the asshole? What do you guys think about that? Share your 2 cents on that. And like I always say, let's keep talking. For me, myself, Chris Fagan, you can find me at Chris W. Fagan or at T3 Media Studios on all socials. Babe, if they want to reach out to you online, where can they find you?
My TikTok is Viola Fagan, and my Instagram is Scrub Hats and More by Joy.
And until next time, guys, have a good one. Peace. I think there's a kill button up there. You know what? Maybe I didn't think about that one. I'll just do this.
T3 Media.
Thank you guys for watching our video. I really do appreciate it. Remember, you can support our show by becoming a member or a patron. So click the subscribe button. Don't forget to ring the bell for notifications so you'll never miss out on when we go live or post new content. Let's stay connected, grow this community together. Like, subscribe, comment, and let's keep talking.